Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, organic growth has been the vehicle, and what we have done fairly well is stay very close to the major can companies, and as they get bigger and some of their product lines shrink, they become disenchanted with those product lines. So if something's running 7 days a week, 3 shifts, they love it. They want it. They never let it go. But if it's 2 days a week, 1 shift, it's something they're not interested in. So we stay very close to the majors, and as they decide to exit, we buy it, or we recognize they should be out of it, and we start poaching their business until it doesn't exist anymore. So it's really our search has been what are the big companies no longer thrilled with, and what fits our niche and our capability and our technology. Our first venture outside of Maryland was to build a plant in Iowa, and that came about because of a customer in the Pittsburgh area that built a plant in Iowa that we had secured a 100% contract with them. They built a plant in Iowa, and we said we'd like to supply that plant. They were being supplied by another can company. We did a 10-year supply agreement with them that supplied them 100% of the goods in Pennsylvania and in Iowa, and that justified building the plant in Fort Madison. So that was following a customer. The next acquisition was our largest distributor in California. They came up for sale, and we had a tremendous respect for the company, and their customers were important to us. And we bought it as somewhat of a defensive move because there was another can company that was interested in them. So that provided us a West Coast base, and the West Coast is a different world. It is the Rocky Mountains is a bigger divide than you would think, all being one country. They were as comfortable buying in China and Japan and Korea as they were on the East Coast. So having a staff there made us a local vendor, a local supplier. The next acquisitions were into new markets. We did some investigation of new markets and found that the owners, when we started punching around the marketplace, said, why don't you buy us? So there was an exit in the 70s and 80s of people that just generationally were tired of the can making, so they wanted to move on. So we found a lot of small can companies that the families didn't have a succession plan, they didn't have children, and so we started working with them, either selling them product, buying product from them and selling together, and then ultimately acquiring them, or we became printers for them, and after a while they really didn't have any place to go but to talk to us about acquiring them because we were controlling their supply chain. So it was not necessarily a strategy, it just tended to work that we matriculated to be very close to these companies.